Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte has hinted at a possible return to the political stage. He has publicly stated that he is not ruling out a future presidential run. This unexpected announcement has sent ripples through Philippine politics. Many are wondering what this could mean for the country's future. Duterte's statement is significant because of his enduring popularity among a large segment of the population. His supporters admire his tough stance on crime and his image as a man of the people. However, his methods, often criticized as authoritarian and brutal, also sparked controversy and drew international condemnation. Duterte's potential return to the presidential race adds another layer of complexity to the already dynamic political landscape in the Philippines. It remains to be seen how his potential candidacy will reshape alliances, strategies, and the overall electoral landscape. Rodrigo Duterte served as the 16th president of the Philippines from 2016 to 2022. His term was marked by both praise and criticism. His supporters lauded his aggressive campaign against illegal drugs, which they credit with reducing crime rates. They also point to his infrastructure projects and social welfare programs as evidence of his commitment to national development. However, Duterte's war on drugs was widely condemned for its alleged extrajudicial killings and human rights violations. Critics accused his administration of silencing dissent and undermining democratic institutions. His handling of the COVID-19 pandemic also drew mixed reactions, with some praising his decisive measures, while others criticized his government's response as inadequate. Despite the controversies, Duterte remained a popular figure throughout his presidency. His supporters appreciated his blunt style and his willingness to challenge the status quo. His legacy continues to be debated, with his admirers seeing him as a strong leader who brought change and his detractors viewing him as an authoritarian figure who eroded democratic values. The Philippine political landscape is characterized by dynastic politics, patronage networks, and a history of corruption. The current administration, led by current Philippine president's name, is grappling with various challenges, including economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, territorial disputes in the South China Sea, and persistent poverty and inequality. Public opinion is divided on the performance of the current administration. While some are satisfied with the government's efforts, others believe more needs to be done to address pressing issues. The potential re-entry of Duterte into the political arena could further polarize the electorate. The political climate is already heating up with the next presidential election on the horizon. Various political parties are strategizing and forming alliances in anticipation of the upcoming campaign season. The possibility of a Duterte comeback adds another layer of intrigue to the political scene. Duterte's potential return to the presidency is not without legal and constitutional obstacles. The 1987 Philippine Constitution limits presidents to a single 6-year term, prohibiting re-election. However, Duterte could potentially circumvent this restriction by running for a different position, such as vice president or senator, and then seeking the presidency in a subsequent election. Legal experts are divided on the constitutionality of such a move. Some argue that it would violate the spirit of the law, while others maintain that it would be within the bounds of legal interpretation. The issue could ultimately be decided by the Supreme Court if a case is filed challenging Duterte's eligibility. The potential for Duterte to run again has sparked debate and uncertainty. His supporters are eager to see his return to power, while his critics are wary of the implications for democracy and human rights. The legal and constitutional questions surrounding his candidacy will need to be addressed before he can officially throw his hat into the ring.